Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Let us start our today's session. In today's session, we are going to solve remaining examples of exercise 2.4. Since we have solved some of the examples of this exercise in our previous session. So let us start. Look at here. Example number 2. A positive number is 5 times another number. If 21 is added to both the numbers, then one of the new numbers becomes twice the other. What are the numbers? Here we have given that one positive number is 5 times another number. So we assume that one of the number be x. Let one of the number be x. Therefore, another number is now another number is 5 times, right? So therefore it is 5x. So let one number be x, then another number is 5x. Now if 21 is added to both the numbers, if we added 21 to both the numbers, that is in x and 5x, if we add 21 to both the numbers, then one of the new number becomes twice the other new number. Then one of the new number is twice of the other number. Then what are the numbers? Okay, now we have to add 21 to both the numbers, then one of the new numbers becomes twice the other. Okay, so whenever according to given condition we have to add 21 to both the numbers, that is x plus 21 is equal to what? If we add 5x plus 21, then one of the number is twice the other. So we can take any number which is twice to other. So here I write 2x plus 21 is equal to 5x plus 21. Okay, we multiply any number by 2. One of the number is twice to other. So this is our linear equation. So try to solve this. 2 into x is 2x plus 42 is equal to 5x plus 21. So now we have to transpose this 2x to left hand side or right hand side and dash 21 on left hand side. Okay, so just we transposing this. Look at here. First 5x, here we transpose 2x to this side. 5x minus 2x. Here remains 42. And I transpose this 21 to left hand side. So here 2x becomes negative and 21 becomes here also negative. So we get 42 minus 21. So it is 21. 5x minus 2x is 3x. Now how can we find x? Dividing 21 by 3. We get x is equal to 7. So x is equal to 7 is the first number. Therefore these numbers are first one is x, that is 7, and the other one is what? And the other one is 5x, that is 5 into 7. So it is equal to 35. So these two positive numbers are 7 and 35. Okay, you get this? Yes, it's very simple example. Now look at the third example. Sum of the digits of 2-digit number is 9. Sum of the digit of 2-digit numbers. Now all of you know that how to form 2-digit number. It contains unit place and 10th place. Yes, any number 2-digit number contains unit place and 10th place. Sum of the 2-digit number is sum of the digits of 2-digit number is 9. When we interchange the digits, it is found that the resulting new number is greater than the original number by 27. If we interchange the digit, then we found that the new number is greater than the original number by 27. So what is the 2-digit number? Yes, it is very simple, but look, listen carefully. Sum of the digits of two-digit number be x. Okay, suppose if we assume that the digit at the 10 place be x, if the digit at the 10 place be x, then what will be the digit of unit place? Yes, it will be 9 minus x. Why 9 minus x? Since sum of the digit of two-digit number is 9. Sum of the digit, let us check this sum. X plus 9 minus x. So here x and negative x will cancel and the sum is 9. So, yes, you get this. If the 10th place, digit at the 10th place is x, then digit at the 9th place is 9 minus x. Since sum of these two digit is 9. Okay, so let us we assume that let digit at 10th place, digit at 10th place be x. Therefore, the digit at unit place is equal to 9 minus x. Okay, so therefore original number is, how can we write the number? If the number is 56, then how can we write this? 5 into 10 plus 6. Okay, so as like this, we can write this number since x is in the 10th place and 9 minus x is at unit place. So how can we write with this number is as 10 into x plus 9 minus x. So it is 10x minus x, that is 9x plus 9. Okay, now second condition is that when we interchange the digits, that is when we interchange the digit here, unit place and 10th place, interchange the digit. So here 9 minus x is in the 10th place and x is in the unit place. Then the new number is when we interchange the digit, our new number is 10 into 9 minus x plus x, right? 10 into 9 minus x plus x. So what is our number? 10 into 9 is 90 minus 10x plus x. So 90 here, 10 9s are 90, 90 minus 10x plus x. So it is 90 minus 9x. So our new number is 90 minus 9x and original number is 9x plus 9. Now they given that it is found that resulting new number is greater than original number by 27. So according to given condition, we can write this as resulting new number, which is new number is 90 minus 9x is greater than the original number. Here 9x plus 9 is the original number by 27. That means when we add 27 to the number, original number, we get the new number. So now we have to solve this linear equation to finding the value of x. So let us solve here. 9x, 9 plus 27, it's 36, and here 90 minus 9x. Okay, now transpose this 9x to left hand side. Here 9x is positive, so it becomes negative. So here we get minus 9x is equal to what? 36 minus, transpose this 90 to right hand side. So we get here 90. So 9x minus 9x minus 18x is equal to 36 minus 90. So it is negative 54. Okay. So now how we calculate x? Negative 54 divided by negative 18. Negative and negative cancel. 18 3s are 54. So our answer is x is equal to 3. Okay. So now we have to find a number. Therefore, original number is, we have to find original number. Original number is, what is original number? Here the original number is what? 9x plus 9. 9x plus 9, that is 9 into value of x is 3 plus 9. So 27 plus 9. So it is 36. Okay. So our number is 36. Now check the condition that sum of the digits of two-digit number is 9. Let us check the sum. 3 plus 6, it is 9. Okay, so our answer is correct. Okay, do you understood this? Yes. Now, the next example is one of the two digit of two digit number is 3 times the other digit. One of the two digits of two digit number is 3 times the other digit. If you interchange the digits, if you interchange the digits, the new number and add the resulting number to the original number, you get 88. So what is the original number? Okay. Now look at here. One of the digit of two digit number B is thrice three or thrice the other digit. So let us take here, let the number of or digit of 10th place bx, digit of 10th place bx. Therefore the digit in unit place is 3 times the other digit. So it is 3x. The digit in the 10th place is x and the digit in the unit place is 3x. Okay, so what is our original number? Therefore, original number is equal to what? Yes, 10 into x plus 3s. Since here x is in the 10th place, 10 into x is 10x. 10x plus 3x. So it will be 13x. So our original number is 13x. Okay, if you interchange the digits, okay, now here, look at here, 10th place and unit place. Here 10th place it be x, digit in the 10th place is x and digit in the unit place is 3x. Now when we interchange the digit, that means 3x comes in the 10th place and t is in the unit place. Okay, so when we interchange the digit, then the new number is, our new number is after interchanging the digits, yes, tell me, correct, 10 into 3x plus x. So 10 into 3x, 30x plus x, so it will be 31x. Okay, so our original number is 13x and new number is 31x. Now if we interchange the digits of these two digit number and add the resulting number to the original number, you get 88. That means we have to add original number and new number and we get the sum is 88. So according to given condition, we can write this as 13x plus 31x is equal to 81. Addition of original number and new number. So it is 44x, right? 44x is equal to 82. So we can easily find out x as 88 upon 44. So value of x is equal to 2 here, right? So it is a very simple example. Value of x is 2. Now what is original number? We have to find original number. Therefore we can write this as original number is equal to, now our original number is 13x. 13x, that is 13 into 2. So our answer is 26. Yes, we get 26 is the original number. Okay students, it's quite simple. Okay, example number 7. Hassan buys two kinds of clothes material for school uniform. Shirt material that cost his rupees 50 per meter and trouser material that cost him rupees 90 per meter. For every 3 meter of the shirt material, he buys 2 meters of the trouser material. He sells the material at 12% and 10% profit respectively. His total sale is rupees 36,600. How much trouser material did he buy? Okay, so look at here. This example is very important and quite difficult for understanding. So Hassan buys two kinds of clothes material for school uniform. Now if there is a school uniform, so two materials are required for shirt and for trouser. Okay, so for shirt cloth, he cost rupees 50 per meter, and for trouser cost of material is rupees 90 per meter. Okay, so for every 3 meters of the shirt material he buys 2 meters of the trouser material. That means for one uniform he requires, yes, for one uniform he requires 3 meters material for shirt and 2 meter material for trouser. Okay, he sells the material at 12% profit on shirt material and 10% profit on trouser material. His total sales is given 36,600. We have to find trouser material. Okay, total trouser material did he buy. So suppose we assume that let x be the number of uniforms. Let x be the number of uniforms. So for x, suppose x is the number of uniform, and for every shirt 3 meter material is required. Therefore for x uniforms or for x shirts, total material for shirt is 3x. Since number of uniforms be x, therefore there are x shirts and x trouser. For one shirt 3 meter material is required. Therefore for x number of shirts, total material is 3x. Same for every trouser 2 meter material is required. So therefore total material for trouser is equal to 2x, since number of uniforms are x. Okay, so now look at here, cost of material. Okay, cost of material is 50 per meter. Okay, so we can find here total cost. Therefore total cost for shirt, material of shirt, total cost of shirt is equal to what? 3x into 50, right? And total cost for trouser is equal to what? 2x into 90. Since cost of material for trouser is rupees 90 per meter. But look at here, 12%, he gets 12% profit on shirt and 10% profit on which? Yes, trouser. So we can find out sell price of shirt is equal to sell price of shirt is equal to, how can we find that sell price, since he got 12% profit on shirt, and all of you know that profit is calculated on cost price. Okay, profit is calculated on cost price. So sell price of shirt per meter is equal to, now for every meter cost is rupees 50 and 12% is profit. So sell price for each shirt is equal to what? 50 plus on, we calculated sell price for shirt material for per meter, that is 50 plus 12% profit on that shirt material, and we calculate profit on cost price. So that is 50 plus 50 into 12 divided by 100. Profit is equal to, okay, 12 into upon 100 into 50. Remember, profit is calculated on only which? Yes, cost price, right? So how can we calculate this? Yes, 50 2s are 100, this is 6, so it will be 56. Okay, so we get sell price of shirt per meter is equal to 56, and that of sell price of trouser material per meter is equal to what? It will be 90 plus profit is 10%. 10 in 90 into 10 divided by 100. So it will be, here 100 will cancel, 90 plus 9. So it will be 99 rupees. So sell price of shirt per material is rupees 56 and sale price for trouser material per meter is equal to 99. Okay, so therefore total sale price of shirt, total sale price for shirt is equal to what? Now total shirts are is equal to 3x. Total shirts are 3x. So that is total sale price for shirt is equal to what? 3x into 56. And that of total sale price for trouser is equal to, now total trousers are 2x. So that is 2x into 99. Here we calculate sale price of shirt per meter. Here we given that cost price is rupees 50 per meter and 12% profit. That means total sale price is equal to cost price plus profit. Remember, sale price is equal to what here? Cost price plus profit. Okay, so in this way we calculate sale price of shirt per meter and sale price of trouser per meter, right? So total sale price is equal to sale price but into number of shirts, and total sale price for trouser, sale price into number of trousers. Okay, now total sale is equal to, total sale is equal to 36,600. So how can we write this? Total sale is equal to what? Total sale is equal to total sale price of shirt plus total sale price of trouser, right? So total sale is equal to 36,600 is equal to total sale price of shirt is equal to what? 3x into 56 plus 2x into 99. This is total sale, right? So now 3x into 56x, 3x into 56x is 168x and 2x into 99 is 198x. So the addition is 366x. So how can we calculate value of x? It's very simple. Divide 36,600 by 336. So answer is 100. So we get value of x is equal to 100. Now what do we want to find? Here we want to find how much trouser material did he buy. Therefore total material he bought, total material he bought for trouser is equal to, total material is here 2x. So which is value of x is 100. So that is 200 meter. So he buys total material 200 meter for trouser. So students, it's this problem is quite difficult to understand. So let us remember that number of uniform Bx, therefore total number of shirts Bx, also total number of trousers are also x. For shirt 3 meter material required, so total material for shirt is 3x and total material for trouser is equal to 2x. Okay, now for every shirt, sale price of every shirt material is equal to rupees 50 plus profit. That is 50 sale price is equal to cost price plus profit. Profit is calculated on sale price. So we calculate here 50 plus 50 into 12 upon 100. Like that, sale price of trouser material is equal to cost price plus profit. So it is 99. And we have given that his total sale is equal to 36,600. So now total sale is equal to sale of shirt plus sale of trouser. Okay. So in this way we can calculate here total material he bought for trouser is equal to 200 meter. Okay. Now example number 8. Look at here. half of herd of deer are grazing in the field. Half of herd of deer. Herd means what? Group of deer. Okay, herd is group of deer. That is, half of herd of deer are grazing in the field. Okay, and 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. The result 9 are drinking water. The rest 9 are drinking water from the pond. Find the number of deer in the herd. So let us assume that number of deer be x. We want to find total number of deer. So number of deer be x. From that x, half of the deer grazing in the field. So therefore, number of deer grazing in field, number of deer grazing in field is equal to what? X upon 2. Since total number of deer is equal to x, half of the deer is equal to what? X upon 2. Okay, next sentence is very important. 3/4 of the remaining. 3/4 of the remaining. Now total number of x deers. From that, x by 2 are, that is half, are grazing in the field. If total number of x and half are grazing in the field, that means remaining deers are also half. Half are grazing and remains half. From that half, 3/4 are remaining. 3/4 of the remaining are playing nearby. So number of deers playing nearby, number of deers playing nearby is equal to what? Half of the 3/4. Okay, 3/4 of the half. Half are remaining, half total number of x. We divide this deer in two parts. Okay, suppose total there are x deers here. We divide these two parts. So here half and half. These half are grazing in the field. So total remains x by 2. That means half are remaining. From that half, only 3/4 are playing nearby. Okay, and remaining are 9. Okay, and total remaining, okay, are 9. They are drinking water. So number of deers drinking water, number of deers drinking water is equal to 9. Right? So total number of x. From that x, half are grazing in the field, remaining are x. From that x by 2, 3/4 are playing nearby and rest of 9. Okay, they are drinking water from the pond. Find the number of deer in the pond. So now tell me, find the number of deers. We have given that number of deers be x. So how can we add these deers? Half of the deers are grazing in the field. Then 3/4 of the remaining half are playing nearby and remaining are 9. So total number of deer is equal to what? Grazing plus playing plus drinking water. Okay. So therefore total number of deers is equal to, according to given condition, total number of deers are x and a equal to what? X by 2 grazing in the field plus x by 2 into 3 by 4 plus 9 deers. Okay, so addition of these 3 is equal to total number of deers, that is x. So here we get x upon 2 plus in bracket 3x upon 8 plus 9. Now we have to add these two. So just x we have to, okay, just transpose this 2x on right hand side or left hand side here. So they becomes negative. Here x minus x by 2 minus 3x upon 8 is equal to 9. Okay, just we collect all the x on left hand side. So look at here, there are 3 fractions, 1, 2 and 3. Now we have to add these 3 fractions. and their denominators are different. So first we have to equalize the denominator. Here LCM of 1, 2 and 8 is 8. So make denominator of for two fraction be 8. So for this I multiply this first fraction by 8. So I get here 8x. For second fraction 8x upon 8. Here we get 4x upon 8 and the remaining is 3x upon 8 is equal to 9. So now denominator is same. We can add the numerator 8x minus 4x. That is 4x. 4x minus 3x is x. Okay. So x upon 8 is equal to 9. X upon 8 is equal to 9. So here value of x is equal to, I write here, therefore x is equal to what? 9 into 8. Multiply this 8 with this 9. So we get x is equal to 72. Now x is what? X be the number of deers. Therefore number of deers is equal to 72. Right? It's quite simple example. Just you have to focus on these two conditions. Total number of deer be x, half of them grazing in the field and 3/4 of the remaining. That means half are remaining. 3/4 of that half, that is x by 2 into 3 by 4 are playing nearby, and again remains 9 deers. They are drinking water. So addition of these 3 is equal to total number of deers. Okay. Do you understood this? Yes. Now the last example of this exercise is example number 9. A grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. Grandfather is 10 times older than its granddaughter. So he is also 54 years older than her. Find their present ages. So we assume here present age of granddaughter, present age of granddaughter be x. Therefore age of grandfather is what? Yes, 10 times older than his granddaughter. So therefore it is 10x. Okay. Also he is also 54 years older than her. Okay. That means grandfather is 54 years older than her granddaughter. Okay. So according to this, age of grandfather is equal to 10x, and this 10x is equal to what? The grandfather is 54 years older than granddaughter. That is x plus 54. So we get 10x is equal to x plus 54. Right? So we transpose this x to this side. 10x minus x is equal to 54. So we get 9x is equal to 54. So value of x is equal to what? 54 upon 9. So here x is equal to 6. So it's very simple. Okay. So what is age? Now older than her. Find their present ages. That is, we have to find age of grandfather and age of daughter. Therefore age of granddaughter is equal to 6 years, and that of age of her grandfather, age of grandfather is equal to what? 10x. 10 into x, that is 60 years. Okay. So it is very simple. They given us two conditions. Grandfather is 10 times greater than his granddaughter. Also they are 54 years, or he is 54 years older than his granddaughter. So we can write this as 10x is equal to x plus 54. Okay. Do you understood this? So with this, here we completed our exercise 2.4. Okay. So all the students write all these examples in your notebook. Okay, have a nice day.